you're a guest here, and this is how you repay us by raising a mentally ill boy who's now killed people in this country. We deport you and your family.
There's already been talk about sending his parents back there. Now I don't know anything about his parents, so I can't speculate on their characters or anything. I believe they're church-going people and stuff, but they have a role to play in this. If it's not the if the state can't punish him sufficiently because he's under 18 at the time, then you've got to look elsewhere. And we can look at the establishment, which this inquiry allegedly will do, but you've also got to look at these parents. Why was he allowed to behave like this? Why was he allowed to get hold of these knives? Why was he allowed to make rice in his bedroom allegedly? Why was he allowed these Taliban manuals or whatever it was? The parents have a role to play in this as well. And I don't know if you know that they've been moved now to a safe house, as they call it, for their own protection. So that's costing us even more money now to keep his parents, his family safe.
Yeah, his parents are guests in this country. We gave him sanctuary because he escaped from Rwanda. And in Rwanda, lots of people were involved in the genocide, so there's a chance they were involved as well. Nearly everybody was involved at some point. Um, there's an argument now. I'm not sure what side of the fence I sit on. I've not given it enough thought, but there is an argument to say we deport him because you're a guest here, and this is how you repay us by raising a mentally ill boy who's now killed people in this country. We deport you and your family. Now, that might not be fair on them, but it sends a message to every other immigrant in the country, doesn't it? That we're not willing for you to raise poor children in this country now. And if you are a second generation immigrant and you commit horrendous crimes, your family now is on the line as well because we'll deport all of you. Now, that would need looking into more, but I think that's a discussion we need to have.
Definitely, but you get no discussion like that under Labour, would you? Again, I hate to turn it to Starmer all the time, but there is a lot of things. This government has a lot of questions to answer. Maybe not the government, but I believe that the Attorney General, I forget his name now, he's a friend of Starmer's, I know that much, Lord Summit or other. Um, and Starmer himself has some big questions to answer here, questions that people are asking, even the media, or certain sections of the media, are asking about what they knew about this family. Was there a connection with this family? And I'm not saying there was. But this Matrix Chambers, where Starmer and the Attorney General used to work, has represented some very dodgy characters if you look at their history, including the likes of Jerry Adams, etc. And that Abu Hamza, I believe he was another one that was represented by them. And I would love to know if there is some sort. I'm sure there's journalists out there now looking. Was there a connection between this family, between anybody in the government, and between this Matrix Chambers? I mean, you've been saying for a while now, something's going to come along and it's going to rock this government and bring this government down. And I keep saying they're going to last till the next general election, but I'm actually starting to think on your wavelength now, slowly but surely. I'm slightly coming round to it, especially with the story that broke. Was it the Daily Mail who said that Starmer spent 19 seconds in Southport laying that reef, wouldn't look at anybody, wouldn't speak to any members of the public, then got into London, got into his car, went back down to London, and had a cocktail party with a load of wealthy Labour donors in Number 10. I mean, that if one story is damaging, it's that. I mean, of all the political scandals, people just sort of brush them off sometimes. But to spend a total of 19 seconds at this place where we know what had happened there, and then to scurry off in your car away from angry citizens that you're supposed to be leading, let's not forget, and then to go and get drunk with a load of your rich Labour donor mates in Number 10 is an abomination.
It is. Unfortunately, that doesn't surprise anybody that a politician in our country would do that. What would be surprising and what could bring Starmer down would be if, like you say, an investigatory journalist discovers that Starmer was directly involved with the family at some point. If he helped them stay in the country, get citizenship, fight deportation, whatever it is, if his name is on a document concerning that family, I think that could be enough to bring Starmer down because Starmer's already said it never happened. And he was very Weasley about the words. His statement was in 1983, 1993 or something. Keir Starmer was not involved with the father of the Southport killer. There's lots of wiggle room there. What about the year before, year after? What about involved with his mum, getting his mum to? I don't know, but I just when I heard that statement, that made me go, there's more to this. If they can find the evidence, it's the end of Starmer.